Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. This is one of my dog's guests. Today we are doing a full body yoga flow, so find some space to move and let's get started. So we will begin today sitting down. Now I want you to be able to move your arms around. So if you want to sit cross-legged, or if you want to join me sitting on your knees and on your heels, you can do that as well. But we'll just begin with our hands just in our lap. You can roll your shoulders back and down. Let your eyes close. Just take a breath. And as you feel the ground beneath you, can you bring a bit more length into your spine as you press into the ground? Just taking another breath in and let it go. We're going to be moving our arms to our sides, but if you are sitting on the heels, your fingertips might just ever so slightly graze the ground, and that's okay because we're not going to stay here long. You're going to take a nice deep breath in and reach your arms all the way out to the sides and up above you. You can interlace your fingers and then lift your chin up and just let your eyes stay closed. Press the palms up and away, stretching through your upper body. Stay for an inhale, and our eyes are going to be closed here, but as we exhale, we're going to let our arms fall. So they're going straight out in front of our chest. So your chin can lower a little bit like you would be gazing forwards if your eyes were open. And then start to tuck the chin down, but keep pressing the palms away from you, out from your chest. And your spine might round slightly as you pull the belly button in and pressing the palms away. Awesome work, you guys. Using an inhale to float the arms back up. Our eyes are still closed, but you can lift your chin, stretch. Take one more inhale as you're reaching up, and as you exhale, you can let your arms fall all the way back out wide and down to your sides. Your hands can land in your lap again, and you can take a shoulder roll. If your eyes are still closed, they should be. You can start to open them up now. Let's lean forwards, or all of us will find our way into tabletop. So come onto your hands and onto your knees. Give the hips a little bit of a sway, side to side too. We're just going to extend our right leg back behind us. You can keep it straight behind you, or you can move it to the left. So crossing the legs, but push into the hands. Press into the ball of the foot. Now, whether you've crossed your legs or not, we're going to try to tuck our left toes under too, and then maybe lift the knees and push back into a downward facing dog, but it might be a little bit crooked. Your hips are off to the side. And if you've got that left knee lifted right now, slowly bringing it all the way back down to the ground. Press into the ball of that right foot against that knee still up. Press into your hands too. And then you can bring that knee all the way back in to your tabletop. Give the hips a little bit of a sway and start to send your left leg back. And it can stay straight behind you, or it can go to the right. Press into the ball of the foot though, stretch the calf. You can try and tuck those right toes under now. And then maybe you're lifting the knee, pushing into the hands, lifting the hips up. Downward facing dog with a twist. Awesome work, you guys. Stay for an inhale if you're lifted up right now. As you exhale, bring that right knee to the ground, but still lifted through the left. Press into the ball of that foot. And then you can bring that left leg all the way back in. So on both hands, both knees, maybe a sway through the hips. You can replant the palms too, but spread your fingers nice and wide and then tuck all of your toes under. Lift up to downward facing dog. Awesome work, you guys. Take a breath in and a breath out. And using an inhale to look forwards. As you exhale, let's walk all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale into a half lift once you get there, and exhale to fold forwards. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reach up, exhale, lower your arms to your sides and take a shoulder roll. As you inhale, reach up, exhale to fold down. Inhale into a half lift. And as you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale to come all the way up. Reach up. Exhale to lower your arms to your sides. Take another shoulder roll. And as you inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold down. Inhaling into a half lift. And exhale as you fold forwards. We're going to plant our hands and then take our left foot back into a lunge. You can lower your knee if you want to or keep it lifted. But we're going to lift our chest up, our hands up. So find a lunge that works for you where you feel balanced. Our hands might come together in front of the chest. See if you can make a line from elbow through your wrist to the other elbow. Nice and strong through your legs, especially if that back knee is lifted. And then you might stay here, or we can twist. We can try to bring that left elbow towards the right knee and twist. And maybe you can look over to the right or even past your shoulder or your elbow. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. You're twisting right now, using an inhale to come back so that you're facing forwards again. You might keep the hands together in front of the chest or reach up and maybe look up, crescent lunge. Stay for an inhale, and as you exhale, we'll fold forwards, bring the hands to the ground. Inhale to gaze forwards a bit from your lunge, and exhale, bring your back foot up to the top. Inhale into a half lift, and exhale, fold forwards to plant your hands and take your right foot back. So set up your lunge, bring your knee down if you want it down, keep it up if you want it up. Find your balance though. Palms together in front of the chest if you'd like, and maybe again trying to make a line from elbow through your wrist to elbow. I even like to spread my fingers wide here, palms pressing in together. And if you want to twist, that right elbow is going to come down and over towards that left knee. And maybe you look that way or up and over your shoulder. But breathe. Nice and strong through the legs. If you're twisting right now, let an inhale bring you back. Lift the chest up. And then either leaving your hands in front of the chest or reaching up and maybe looking up. Stay for an inhale, and as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Take an inhale to look forwards and exhale your back foot to the top. Inhale into a half lift, and as you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale to come all the way up to standing, reach up. Exhale to lower your arms to your sides. Awesome work, you guys. Take a shoulder roll. And as you inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold down. Inhale into a half lift. And as you exhale, we're going to fold, plant our hands, step back to downward facing dog. Press into the ground. Let your head and chest be heavy, maybe a little pedal through the feet. But take an inhale. And as you exhale, our knees are going to come down and we're going to sit again, but you can sit on the heels. Scoot the knees together, sit back on the heels. We're going to do that same movement with our arms reaching up and then in front of us. But if you want to be a little bit fancier this time and you are sitting on your heels, you might even lean back and try to float the knees. So sit in a way where you can move your arms and maybe balancing on the top of the feet a little bit, maybe not. But Let the hands come to the ground beside you. Maybe it's just a fingertip or two. Take an inhale to reach up. Feel free to close your eyes if you want. Might feel a little bit top heavy once your arms are up above you and you're leaning back here. Just go for it. Squeeze what you got to squeeze to stay here. Interlace the fingers, connect the hands. Press the palms up and away. Maybe even try to look up too. And then let the hands fall. Arms in front of the chest, palms in front of the chest. And then maybe tucking the chin down. And then we'll lift the chin up and the arms too. Awesome, you guys. Can you get your arms beside your ears? And then let them fall out wide and all the way down. And if you're leaning back here, floating the knees, bring them down too. And we can come back to tabletop unless you're already sitting down in a cross-legged seat. You can stay there, but if you're coming from off of the heels, off of the knees, you might want to give the ankles a shake. And then we will all sit down with our legs in front of us. And you can give your knees a hug or squeeze if you'd like. Just checking in. We're going to be leaning back though, so bringing some weight into our hands. And our feet, let's plant them on the ground about hip-width apart. Our knees nice and bent. And then you can start to lift your chest, your chin up a little bit, and maybe your hips too. Reverse tabletop. Pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet. Squeeze the glutes, lift the chest. You may prefer to keep the chin tucked in towards the collarbone, or maybe there's a little bit of space there. Feel your arms, your shoulders, your chest. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Lift your hips just a little bit more. Awesome, you guys. Stay for an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly, bring your hips down. Lean forwards, take the weight out of your hands, give the knees a hug or a squeeze. And then we get to lay down on our backs. With our feet planted, hip-width apart, and our arms are going to come beside us. So the hands by the hips and the palms facing down so that we can just lift our hips up again. Bridge pose. Belly button towards the spine, hips lifting up. Find your breath. Press your feet, your shoulders into the ground. Stay for an inhale. And as you exhale, you can bring your hips down. Maybe give the knees a gentle sway side to side. So we're going to keep our feet planted here, or at least we're going to keep our left foot planted. Our right knee is going to come towards the chest. Now you can give it a little bit of a hug. You can hold on to it. But then maybe you can just keep that knee where it is and bring your arms back to your sides, back to the ground beside you. And you might be pulling the belly button back towards the spine here to keep that knee moving towards the chest, to keep that foot floating. And if you really want to go for it, you might start to push into that left foot and lift the hips. Squeeze the glutes, press the shoulders into the ground, and your right knee might stay bent, or you could straighten the leg and just try to touch your big toe to whatever's above you. That invisible string pulling on your big toe to lift your hips just a little bit more. And then you can bend that right leg. You can lower the foot to the ground too with the hips still lifted. Take another inhale and let the exhale bring you down. And then leave your right foot planted. Hug that left knee in. Relax. Give that knee a hug. And then maybe your arms will come back down to the ground beside you. And you don't have to lift your hips, but if you're going to go for it, let's go for it. Press into that right foot, lift the hips up. And maybe straighten the leg. Point the toes up. Try to touch whatever is above you with your big toe. Just to bend the knee again. And leave the hips lifted as the foot comes down. Take another inhale and an exhale to gently, gently bring your hips to the ground. Awesome work, you guys. Relax. Maybe sway the knees side to side. And then you can tip your legs all the way over to the left for a twist. If you want to stack the legs, stack them. If you want to wrap your right leg over the left one, top leg over the bottom leg. Reach your arms wide. Feel the twist through your back. Stay for a breath or two. And you can lift your legs back up, uncross them if they're crossed. Just recenter your hips on your mat. And then twist to the other side. Stack the legs or cross the legs. Another breath or two on this side. And then you can bring your legs back up and out of your twist. Maybe even hugging your knees to your chest again. Both of them. So sway side to side, massage your back against the ground. And eventually bringing your feet to the ground and sending your legs out long and wide. Just resting your arms somewhere comfortable. Just notice the ground beneath you. Find some stillness throughout your body. And as always, I encourage you to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you have time for today. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.